I've been fortunate to have a good design career where I've worked for some really good design studios. I used to be able to sketch and draw out my ideas and that type of stuff, but then I couldn't really do that anymore. I have an autoimmune disease that attacks my nervous system. It was in the winter of 2010, and up until that point, everything was kind of staying to my waist and below. So I had no weakness in my arms or hands or anything like that. I can tell something's gonna happen when I get twitching and cramps in whatever muscle's deciding to go next. And so I started getting twitching in my upper right shoulder. By the end of that month, I had significant loss in both my arms.
Justin and I were friends from the get-go. Even as kids, he could find the silver lining to any cloud. Just always positive, always happy, always driven just to enjoy life. I remember when he told me on the phone that he had started to notice a lot of weakness in his hands. I thought, okay, his hands are his lifeblood. This is his career. I wasn't prepared for the first time I saw him after his hands had really started to decline when he asked me to help feed him. Having to hold the glass with two hands, needing a straw because he couldn't navigate holding the cup. And then now it's his wife or I or his kids have to hold the cup for him. It was heavy, it was hard to see that change. I thought over and over, why not me, you know? Because in a second, I would trade places, in a second.
I could see that dark, deep hole that you can go down. And I was on the edge of that. But then, life is too short to sit around and complain. And life is too short to go down that deep, dark hole.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
how's it going?
Good.
Aw.
Thanks, buddy. You too, man.
Well, I wasn't really looking for the Camino. It kind of found me. I was watching PBS and on came Rick Steves and he was doing a thing on Spain. And then he was talking about the Camino. And I was like, what's that? I'd never heard of it at all. Later, I turned to my wife and I just said, man, that'd be something that would be crazy to do. I wonder if I could do that in my wheelchair. My immediate thought was, like, Pat and I should do this together.
We were sitting in his living room, and he asked me, you want to go across 500 miles in northern Spain with me? And I said, no, I'll push you.
You're going over mountains, you're going through hills and valleys, you're going through the countryside, like miles and miles and miles a day.
He's turned it into fuel to do more, to dream big. That's a world-changing message.
And if we can help encourage others in the process, then that would be pretty amazing.